So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
Watching through our fingers, watching through our fingers.
I reckon after today you might be loosened up enough to have a crack at it, Mr. Moore.
Welcome back for the third and final time. We just set off our first day, it's about 8 o'clock. Yeah, we had our training days last couple of days, that was good. Got a quite big ascent to start, but I think everyone was pretty happy as what you expect really, but we'll see how it goes. Everyone's got a lot of energy to start. We've had our training days, had a good breakfast, so I'd say everyone's about a 9 out of 10 mental and physical.
You are whistling a melody, crystallizing clear as day.
Hi, it's 10 o'clock. We're about half an hour past 2-1.
Best friends forever and ever.
What we're doing at the moment is, so if you see in the background, that's Berabach there. We're coming to the right of Berabach and going up to 950 metres past that. So mentally I'm about a 6, physically 7 or an 8, so a 7 overall.
I miss you more.
It's day 1. We've just hit T2, bit behind schedule because we went to that peak rather than the peak right now, the troop shelter. But I'd say morale's probably a 6 out of 10. So we know we did mess up a bit, but we know we're on track now. We've got Mr. Lee, we've got Munch Bunch, and we've got Mr. Marshall as well here. So we know we're on the right track, and just looking forward to get to the end and the lovely wild camp. Hip hip hooray.
I miss you more.
Right, so it's 1:56 now and we're on our last leg into camp. Just a little descent for us, so not too bad. Our mistake earlier wasn't as bad as we thought, but yeah, so we're kind of on our last stretch. Physically I'm not that drained, mentally kind of daunted about tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, but overall emotionally I'm feeling good. So give my morale about 7 out of 10 right now.
Put me in my place, put me in my place.
So we just made it into camp now. We've set up tents and stuff. The ascent was good. Descent, bent, restart, dab on them. So we just made it into camp now. We've started putting up tents, challenges and all that. It's about 3 at the moment. The descent into camp was good, wasn't too bad. Looking forward for tomorrow. I'll probably give the morale at the moment solid 8 out of 10. Everyone's in high spirits having finished the day, so it's been good.
One eternity later.
Okay, just set up on day 2. Today's longer, but much less of a gradient, so it's 18k compared to 14k that we had yesterday, but it's much flatter. So I think it's going to be about the same difficulty. And I think everyone's pretty good. We had quite a good night's sleep. Dinner was good. When we woke up this morning though, it was raining quite a bit, heavy winds, it was pitch black. I think morale dropped down a little bit there because we weren't sure whether we were going to get soaked or not. So I'll say when we woke up this morning, I think mentally we were probably all about a 6, and physically we were probably all about an 8, 9, because we just had a good old sleep since about 6 o'clock. But yeah, it cleared up pretty well, and we were able to get out and make breakfast without getting rained on. So I'd say mentally we're all back up at an 8 again, and I'd say physically 8, 9 since it's the start of the day. We're just getting ready to go.
Okay, so it's 10 o'clock and we've just come past T5. Nice walk along the reservoir, bit of uphill, it was okay. So mentally, probably a 6, physically a 7, fine really. That's it.
Hi guys, it's still day 2. It's just turned 12 o'clock and we're coming, well, between T6 and T7 after stopping for about half an hour T6 and been told by Mr. Lee that we're going too quickly. So we slowed down a bit, but morale is at its peak, I think, of the whole thing so far. So physically and mentally, it's got to be a 9. We're going along well. We're just coming up to a B road we're going to have to walk on, but it's going very smoothly. No injury to talk about. And yeah, just going well. We're a bit muddy. But and Theo did have a little fall into one of the bogs and got knee deep. But yeah, generally going well. Looking forward to getting to camp.
We've just made it into camp. We had a pretty easy, I'd like to say, way into camp. About a little bit of ascent, a little bit of descent, nothing too taxing. Physically right now I'm not too bad. Bit exhausted after the initial climb, but I'm absolutely fine. Emotionally I'm quite happy, and mentally I'm pretty determined to get the next day over and done with. So overall I'll give myself another 7 really.
Okay, so 8 o'clock, day 3. Things are going well. This morning was quite smooth. I mean, yesterday morning at the wild camp we had that bit of wind and rain. But yeah, this morning conditions were good, so we got up, got stuff done. We set off properly at 8. But no, today's an interesting one, because the first day we had 14k, so that was our shortest day. But then yesterday we had 18k, so that was our flattest day. Today and tomorrow, kind of like a mixture of the two. So we'll just see how we get along. Yeah, everything's going well. I mean, navigation's going well. There's no injuries or anything. I'd say mentally I'm probably like maybe a 6, 7, getting a bit tired, but physically I'd still say strong 7, 8. So yeah, maybe about 7 overall.
Hi, it's 10 o'clock again. On day 3, we're at T9. Oh no, we're not. Scratch that. We're not. We've come past T9, and we're at the cross junction where we used to send out to camp afterwards. Physically, so I'm about a 6. Mentally, I'm about a 6. It's raining, so we out.
Raindrops are falling on my head, and just like the guy's feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head.
It's day 3. It's about 12:15 and going along nicely. We've just done probably the hardest patch of, I think, to be honest, the whole competition. We've just gone through some bogs. We were going to follow a friend's line for 2 kilometres, but that felt more like, I don't know, 10 kilometres to be honest. That was pretty horrible. But we're going along nicely now. I'd say morale's probably 7 or 8, because we know we've just done the bulk of the day.
So it's about 2 o'clock and we're just making our way down some pretty treacherous paths. Physically I'm probably going to give myself about 5 out of 10. The climb earlier just really took it out of me. Emotionally I'm quite happy because we're somewhat near camp and beautiful lake to look at. And mentally I'm pretty shattered, so I'll probably give myself a 3 out of 10. Because I can't even, no, I don't even know what's going on, really. But so overall I'll give my morale probably 6 out of 10.
Day 4.
So it's Friday morning, final day. I think everyone's pretty excited to get it over and done with, to be honest. We've got a pretty big ascent, like 200 metres over the first kilometre and a half, so that's going to be a bit painful, but I'm sure we'll be fine, get it over and done with. Morale's not too bad at the moment, to be honest, because we've only just started, still pretty energised from breakfast and all that. So I'd probably give us about 7 out of 10, so it should be a good day.
I'll give you everything that you want, as long as you love.
Yes!
Silent night.
No, look, it wasn't me.
It just was.
Wrong.
That's going. All of that's going in.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 10 o'clock. Ollie's just farted.
No, different Ollie. Yeah?
So it's 10 o'clock. We've just come down from our highest ascent, and now we've got downhill all the way to the road. So it's okay for 3k, I think, going through disused quarries. Mentally, I'm probably like an 8. Physically, 7. All right.
It's day 4, the last day of DofE ever. It's just gone 12 o'clock. We're going at a good pace, but we are on a big ascent at the minute. You see where we've come from, quite far down, but we're in the middle of a 300-metre ascent upwards, and it is hard work. But I think the fact the end is so near is just pushing us through. I'd say morale's probably 6. Give it a 6 because physically we have got a lot of blisters around. Legs are starting to ache, but we know the end is in sight, so we're kind of pushing on. As soon as we get over this hill, we know it's all pretty flat and downhill, so we know it's the last big push really. So yeah, last bit of hard work for DofE ever.
That's the last ever ascent of DofE. So we're 2k away from our finishing point. Very nice. 10s.
Where am I meant to put this bloody tag point? Lee dog, you tell me.
So it's about 2 o'clock and we've just made it back to the minibus. Wow, it was a long day, 17 kilometers and 900-meter ascent. Man, I am physically drained, honestly. I'd probably give myself a 1 right now. Mentally, I'm really drained. Could not make a decision to save my life. But emotionally, I'm happy. It's all done. So overall, I'll give myself a solid 7.
Everyone keeps a darker place.